We conjured black men being brutally honest.
They did what? It didn't work for me. What happened to black men being brutally honest?
We conjured him. He's in the chat.
Oh, that guy. Oh, what's going on, Kim?
Oh, that's his name? That's the government name? Hey, Kev.
You want to come up?
Hey, black man.
What the hell?
Hello, this is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest, and we're here to talk about the word woke. But before we get underway with that discussion, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and hit the dislike button because, sometimes you don't like something. So anyway, just wanted to come to you again. I did one of these videos on the word toxic. I want you to check that video out. It's just my interpretation, and when I come to these YouTube streets, I understand that anything that I say is subject to criticism and debate. So if you feel differently, you can always leave it in the comment section. Okay, and also, yes, I am one of the habitual line steppers. Please check out the other two habitual line steppers channel, Roger Stevens and Donnie, of the channels, The Roger Report and You Ain't Shit for Watching. And yeah, that's literally You Ain't Shit for Watching. Well, anyway, let's talk about this word woke. Woke, I would say, I'd give it a short history. It came about around 2015, 2016, around that area. The original meaning was basically that blacks were coming together in light of the recent events of police brutality and the murdering of unarmed black men and black women at the hands of police officers across the country. In particular, Laquan McDonald, Terrence Crutcher, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Walter Scott, John Crawford, Sandra Bland, Rakia Boyd, Trayvon Martin, although that was a wannabe vigilante, Mike Brown, although Mike Brown was being kind of angry, but at the end of the day, he's still dead, and there's still ways to neutralize someone without shooting them. But hey, you know what? Police training. But let's get on with it. So they started to call it woke. And if anyone can remember, the blonde-haired, kind of a dummy, talks a lot, what's her name? Tommy Lauren was complaining about woke. Like anything that, furthered the narrative for, justice for blacks who face police brutality and discrimination still in the present day. But you have to forgive me. I don't know exactly where this transition happened, but all of a sudden, woke became about female empowerment. And basically, empowerment means that you moan and complain until you get what you want, which is a female in a man's position. I'm just saying that's what it looks like to me. Because, okay, we're going to talk about feminism, and everybody, oh boy, feminism, blah, blah. But, this is what feminism does. Feminism piggybacks off other movements to gain momentum. Say, for instance, women's suffrage piggybacked off the abolitionist movement.
Oh, it's true! It's damn true!
That's what feminism does. Just like right after the civil rights movement, all of a sudden feminism took over with Gloria Steinem and Dorothy. I would say, empty-eyed Dorothy, the black woman with the afro right here with the fist up with the white lady. They take the momentum from other movements and then just make it about them. And this is no different. Somehow in social media, woke became about just basically pure female supremacist feminism. I mean, it's like they're doing it in social media and TV shows right now, but it's becoming widespread. And I don't think anyone black wants to be associated with anyone woke. I mean, except for, of course, the black feminists, which is black feminism is such an oxymoron. Just imagine that. It's just like every time somebody says something is woke, you think about the show Batwoman. Now, if you're not into comic book shows and stuff like that, I don't expect you to understand that reference. But it's just basically, hey, you know what? It's like let's replace all the men with the women, even though the men built up all of everything and think that if you insert women that you can get the same results or better, and that's simply not true. In fact, there are a lot of women who are even tired of woke. Now look. I have no problem with female empowerment and confidence and all this stuff, but female domination at the hands of putting down the men and thinking that women can produce the same or better results, I'm sorry, people aren't going to buy into that, quick enough for that to even have a result. And it seemed like, okay, when you do that woke thing, it's like common sense decisions are replaced with emotional decisions. And people can clearly see how that can be a detriment. That's all I'm trying to say. Is like, okay, just because you put a female in a man's place doesn't mean it's going to work. Just when you put a man in a female's place, well, at least my definition of a man, it's not going to work. Now, all woke is a social justice movement just saying that if it's a woman, you better accept it because it's a woman. And if you don't, then you are sexist, which isn't fair because that within itself is sexist. If you have to put down men to be woke, that's a sexist movement, period. I'll give you another example. This Charlie's Angels movie that just came out. The director, Elizabeth Banks, was all upset because the movie flopped. And she was like, well, you had 37 Spider-Man films and you didn't complain. I'm like, well, some people did complain about them Spider-Man films. But it's just the fact that instead of making good quality material, you think it's going to be automatic just because it's women. And no, they have to earn it too. Equality. Yeah, that's another word we're going to focus on another day as far as how it goes in these social media and YouTube streets. Equality, because I don't think that some people, especially a lot of females out there, have a full understanding of what equality is. And to me, woke is the opposite of equality. At the end of the day, being woke just means being entitled. And that's not equality or empowerment at all. No one is entitled to anything. You have to go out there and earn it. If people don't put unnecessary roadblocks in your way, of course. But see, that's what they're trying to make it seem like. It's unnecessary roadblocks. But see, the flaw in that is you have to earn the trust and respect of the public. And this woke movement hasn't done that. And that's why. They're bitching and moaning and complaining like they're supposed to be entitled to something. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the diversity argument. In my view, the argument that excludes hetero males, but that makes the conversation even deeper when you start talking about wokeness. Now, when wokeness works, it works. But right now, it just seems like it's not working. So good luck with it. That's all I gotta say. But that's sarcasm. Okay, like, share, subscribe, and Kev we trust. Goodbye.